Hey, welcome to another week of lessons with Miss Mari's Music. And today we're learning a new note. Woohoo! We're learning the note D. So just a quick side note, in case you're wondering, I'm aware that I have a giant thing on my face. I've actually been sick the past 3 weeks, and it's only gotten worse. And during that time, I developed an infection on my face. So I didn't want you to get too behind in your recorder lessons. So I know I have a big, giant, nasty infection on my face, but we're still gonna have lessons. This week's lesson will be a little bit shortened just because I'm still not feeling that great. So it's gonna be a lot quicker. We're not gonna go over as much information, but get ready because we're learning a new note. So today's lesson is focusing on the note D. Now D is very different and revolutionary from all the other notes that we've learned, and here's why. The fingering for a D is simply 2. If you look, my thumb is not covering the back hole. Crazy, right? This is the first time in music class history with Miss Mari's Music on YouTube that you don't have to use your thumb on that back hole. You don't have to use 0. So D is simply 2, covering that second hole, second finger. So when I'm playing D, I'm just going to have my thumb kind of rest right underneath, and it would also probably help you to use your right hand to kind of support the bottom so it's not flying around everywhere, okay? So just repeat after me, D. Awesome. Okay, now we're going to practice going from D to C, D to C. So I'm going to move it real close. If you look at that, what is the only finger that's moving? If you look, my 2 stays on that second hole because C uses 2. C also uses 0. So when you switch between D and C, you're only moving your thumb. Okay, so repeat after me. We're going to practice just doing patterns with D and C. Different pattern this time. Awesome. Okay, now we're going to see what D looks like on the music staff. Okay, so we're moving on to the music staff. This is D. This is the D that we just learned that uses only 2. Now, is D going through a line or a space? Hopefully you figured out D is going through a line. Okay, is it line 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5? Hopefully you figured out D is going through line 4. Line 4 is D. Now let's look down here. We are learning a bonus rhythm today. We're learning about this thing right here. See, it's just one note and it's not colored in on the inside. That's because it's called a whole note. A whole note lasts for 4 beats. Now, since we have 4 beats and an entire measure, one whole note takes up the entire measure. So this is going to be a pretty long note. Now we go here and in our measure 1 and we have D like we learned up here. What is this note right here? Hopefully you figured out this note that is on the 3rd space is C. So just point and say the note names with me, okay? Point and say note names. 1, 2, ready, go. D, C, D, D. I told you that D is long, right? It's real long because it's a whole note, okay? Now we're going to finger it. What is the fingering for D? Hopefully you remember fingering for D is just 2. No thumb. But then when you go to C, you add in your thumb. Okay, so let's finger, say note names. 1, 2, ready, go. D, C, D, D. Okay, are you ready to play our little miniature song? Here we go. And 1, 2, play and go. Again, 2, ready and go. Awesome. So we're actually, since today's lesson is shortened, we're just going to do this on the music staff today, and that's all we're going to do for today's lesson. Thanks for hanging out with me today in our shortened lesson, and I'll see you soon. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet. Bye.